Hello, welcome to another Everything Core Interviews recorded YouTube interview. Today is with Obelisk from Colorado. Before we get started, go ahead, pass the mic around, state your name, and roll in the band.
My name is Tanis Weber, and I play bass.
I'm Morris, I play drums.
Jacob, I do vocals.
I'm Vinny, and I'm the guitarist.
All right, so these guys have a new single out, and it is awesome.
Sweet, yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely go check that out. We were just listening to that before we jumped on. Definitely enjoyed it. What would you guys say is the biggest influences on the band?
There's so many.
Just list the basic, like 5.
Yeah, all right, so Tesseract for sure, Periphery
Great.
for sure, North Lane, Invent Animate.
Silent Planet.
Yeah, Silent Planet. They're all up there.
All
Oh man,
Silent
that's like
Planet.
that's right up this dude's alley. Invent Animate, Silent Planet, all those bands.
Hell yeah.
You had me at
Do it.
Silent Planet.
Yeah, good enough for me, man.
Yeah, this dude.
You know, you'll be really excited about our next single. It's very, very Silent Planet.
Yeah. So Continuum, how did the writing and recording process of that go? Did you guys do it all in-house, or did you go to a place to get it recorded? What'd you do on
So-
that front?
I'm producing all of that.
Awesome.
Because it's fucking expensive, right?
Pretty much all house for
That is true.
Yeah, and so in terms of like writing, it was essentially like our guitar player Leo, who isn't here right now. He actually lives in Texas, but he just moved out of there, and it's really sad we're continuing as a 4-piece. But he moved. What was I gonna say? Him and me, we got together at my dorm room in college actually, and he had like the clean intro part, and I just kind of started jamming some drums on my electronic drums over it, and then it developed from there over the course of about 2 days, a day and a half.
Oh wow. Yeah, the mix was super good. You definitely got some talent there.
I'm trying, man.
So you guys were talking about a next single. When could we be expecting that?
All I can say is soon, because we're in vocal tracking right now,
Pretty much.
All right.
and we gotta lay out all the promo and then everything. But I would say like time frame wise, within 6 months.
Within 6
like,
months. All right.
definitely.
Yeah, I'm definitely pumped to hear more because I was liking what I was hearing.
We're excited to give it.
Yeah,
We're
we've
excited to share it.
got a whole album worth of songs that we're like getting ready to release.
Oh, yeah.
So just kind of getting all the gears turning,
Yeah, we're
putting all
we're
finishing
pretty
touches on it.
anxious
Yeah.
to share it.
Yeah, I will definitely be keeping an ear out for that.
Oh yeah, thank you.
So, as far as drums go, what are you running? You still doing electric, or what kit you got?
So for my real kit, I've got a Tama Star Classic Bubinga. Here, actually, shit, I can show you, because we're in my basement, so it's like I've got my actual kit's over there.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah, I love it. Absolutely love it. But yeah, and then I'm playing Minor Cymbals. Besides that, that's pretty much it. Like Tama hardware, all that. But
What are you using? Iron or Speed Cobra?
Iron Cobra, yeah. I got the Power Glides.
Nice. Those are very nice pedals.
I love them. Yeah. I've got the Trick drive shaft as well, and it's just.
Oh yeah, that's what I read about a lot of the Iron Cobra stuff. Is everyone's like, yeah, they're great, but you definitely want to pick up the Trick drive shaft.
Yep, I had it long before I got the Iron Cobra pedals. So.
Is it like really worth it though? That's like $140. Is it like really worth it?
Yeah. Absolutely. I got it. So I had the pedal that I got it on before was like a Mapex Falcon or whatever, and it was like not a very expensive double pedal at all, like $300, $250, something like that.
Mhm.
And it was just like starting to get worn out, and I was like, well, I want my left pedal to not suck, so I got the Trick drive shaft, and it is awesome.
Yeah. Trick's been like a name that I've been hearing pop up a lot more in like the last, you'd say, year-ish.
Totally, yeah. Well, I mean, I think their marketing team kind of got their shit together a bit more. They're killing it.
Yeah. I've heard so many great things about their pedals.
Yeah.
And then as far as guitars go, what are you guys running?
Right now, I'm just running the Jackson DK7Q. And amp-wise, I'm running through a Line 6 HD 500X. Just a little pedal board action.
Nice.
That
And,
sounds
like-
like I can't tell.
Yeah, it's 7.
Just the Marshall cab and heads, pretty much.
All right.
1960 and TSL 100.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
No
know.
need to overcomplicate anything.
Yeah, I want to keep it as simple as possible. If we end up touring, just keep it less pieces.
What tuning you guys run? What tuning you in?
Drop G sharp.
Hey, that's my tuning. It's my
Hell
favorite
yeah.
tuning. Me and Connor in a band, we play mainly in G sharp.
Oh,
Great
hell yeah,
tuning.
dude.
Awesome tuning. Bass, what are you doing?
I'm not really much of a gear guy, but I know I'm using a Gallon Kruger backline, and I'm also using an Ibanez. I don't remember what Ibanez it is though. I've had it for too long. But I do know that the string gauges I use are extremely thick, and
Well, you're in drop G sharp, so you kind of
Yeah.
need thick strings.
hell yeah.
Some
And,
good old classic bridge cables will really do the trick there.
Yeah. And for the most part, I usually have a laptop plugged in through an interface, so that way I have a whole assortment of different tones that I can use for it,
That's
instead
nice.
of just the normal, like, cabinet tone, because it's honestly not that good.
Mm.
But with the laptop and everything, it makes it way better.
That's the beauty of technology. Is it's so much easier to get just awesome sounds.
Oh yeah. Oh, definitely.
Plug and play, plug and play. That was one thing I really liked about the mix on the single is I could actually hear bass.
No, yeah.
We strive for that.
And this music, it's so easy because the guitars are so low. It's so easy just to lose that bass. But I heard bass. I heard you.
Yeah.
I fight so that way I make sure my bass is really out there and you can actually hear it. But I also
Bass
don't like
lives
it to
matter.
be- Oh, exactly.
Bass lives matter. All
We're
right.
getting to
So,
a day and age where saying you can hear the bass in a mix is a compliment.
Yeah, right.
yeah, we're hitting that time.
It's a pleasant change.
Yeah. So, for vocals, how did you start learning how to scream?
Oh man, I want to say around 11, 12. I was your typical little emo kid, I guess you could say, just trying to scream along to your favorite Black Veil Bride song. Until finally one day it clicked, and then from there I kind of worked on an original technique, and I mean, pretty much that's it. And then from there, I kind of like really liked the sounds of the vocals and stuff from like Steel World and like Infant Animated Northlane. Kind of really wanted to incorporate a lot of that, but that vocal style is super.
So
fun.
you're not fry or false chord. You're kind of your own like blend.
I'm actually both. For my highs, I do fries, and then for my lows, I do false chords, and then a little
Yeah,
bit.
that's
of
pretty standard nowadays. A lot of
Yeah.
people are doing that.
Yeah, that's like that. That is the standard nowadays too.
I feel like
Have
nowadays
the- in
too.
between.
Nowadays too, it is so much easier to get into screaming because there's so much more information than there
There's
was
so
say,
much
10
more
years.
information these days. God,
Years
if
ago.
only I had access to this type of information, like fucking
Yeah.
7 years
Now,
ago.
not sure how big you are into the deathcore scene. Me and Colin are huge deathcore guys,
Oh, yeah.
but there's some crazy dudes out there.
Yeah, count me out. Like, oh, dude, that is insane. You know, practice makes perfect. But
Yeah,
those are goals. Those are straight up goals for sure.
yeah. Tomorrow night. By the time this is up, it'll be like 2 days before, or we have an interview with Dane Evans from To the Grave, and I'm just like
Okay.
blown away at the sounds
Oh,
that
yeah.
man can make. Yeah, that dude's nuts. Alex Terrible, all kinds of
yeah,
crazy.
dude, Alex Terrible. Those low, powerful exhale gutturals. And
Those
are
lows,
damn,
the lows.
insane.
I've always
Them
said that I
lows.
want to combine Dane Evans' highs with Alex Terrible's lows, and we will have the ultimate vocalist.
Yeah.
I'll just get them both in the same band.
Yeah, honestly. Just be a trio.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. There was that, although it didn't. It only had Alex Terrible, but it was that deadweight thing with like 13 vocalists on it.
Oh yeah,
yeah, that
yeah,
shit
I
was
totally
sick.
remember that. That was insane.
That was awesome because you had like C.J. McCreaney, C.J.
Yeah.
McCarthan, I think's from Die Hard is Murder. You had
Yeah,
Tom
I
Barber,
remember
Ben
that.
Dewar, Alex Terrible.
Oh man. And wasn't it all like in one song or something.
Yeah, all one
Yeah,
song. They
all
also
one
took
song.
a minute and a half of
That
the
was
song.
just complete. Yeah, that was straight up mind blowing. That was pretty mind blowing. Really,
Yeah,
really
it's pretty much,
consecutive.
it was pretty much like a collection of breakdowns with each of them on it.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Yeah. So, as far as writing, is there like a primary member for writing?
Yeah, so I do like I would say probably with this album about 80% of the writing. I did so if we're like if we're talking about the whole album, there's like 8 songs, and we collaboratively wrote 3 or 4 of them, and then the rest of them are just like demos that I've had kicking around that I was like, hey, we're gonna play this.
Let's play this.
Yep.
We're gonna do this, and you're gonna like it.
Pretty much, yeah.
That works out.
always stood up, though.
We just lost a video for you guys.
Oh. Can you still hear us?
Yeah, we can still hear you.
I have gotten no idea. Everything seems to be
I
working
can see
on
you.
our end.
I can see you guys fine.
Oh,
Okay.
then what is wrong with my thing?
Interesting.
Interesting.
All good on my-
There we go.
All right, cool.
And now it's back. Yeah.
Crisis.
So it's not like all the way Beartooth where it's just one dude and he hires people to play it, but it's pretty one guy focused.
I would say so, yeah. I mean, at least now. I'm definitely trying to get away from that, though, because it's kind of like what's colloquially known as a dick move, right?
Yeah, I also have that issue as far as writing goes, is because I'm just a very productive person overall. I'm just like,
This
within
the
5
entire-
days, I'll write 5 songs and send them out. Be
Yeah.
like, all right, here, guys, got 5 songs done.
the
Yep, I hear
entire
that.
like so far of what we have, I think we've scrapped a couple songs. We've written like 19, or Tyler has written 19 total.
19 songs in like 2 months. That I've been like, hey, check this out. Hey, check this out. Hey, check this out.
That's killer.
We
Yeah.
scrapped it down to like
10,
what, 7.
10.
Or- Never mind. I don't know at this point.
I don't know. He doesn't
Yeah.
know what's in, what's out.
Well, I mean-
he lost track at 10.
That's the only way to get better, right? Is just keep
Yeah.
finishing songs.
Keep going. And then, like, eventually you could just start Frankensteining all the good parts out of the bad songs
Exactly.
Right, exactly, yep.
into better songs.
That's literally it. We had one song literally written that way. Inner Workings.
Yeah, that I used I just created
Probably-
out of leftover breakdowns.
That's sick.
Like, I got leftover breakdowns. Let's make a song out of it.
No, that's killer.
Yeah. So we started the interview off talking about your ninja masks. How has
Yeah.
the state of the world affected your band?
I mean, like, I can't really speak necessarily on all of our behalfs, but for me, not that much. It's affected, like, our ability to get together a few times, but I mean, at the end of the day, like, we've been kind of focusing on getting, like, the recording process done anyway. So it's like, it hasn't really been so terrible in terms of, like, the band side of things, because, I mean, we still, break the stay-at-home order to record, so.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they can't really enforce it, right?
Right.
Yeah, ours just got extended to May 29th, and literally there's counties that are just like, we're not listening, we're opening up, we don't care what you say.
Oh,
Right.
the thing is, we had a band meet scheduled.
Yeah, we
And
had
it's all
everything scheduled, and then it just stopped. We're just like, oh, the day before the stay-at-home order got extended, we're like,
Yeah. I guess it affected, like, some shows we had coming up. Like, we were going to play one in June, and that's just, totally out the window now.
I
but
know. We went to a show the night everything started shutting down. It was Fit for a King, Chelsea Grin, Crystal Lake, and Alpha Wolf.
Oh,
And
sick.
I watched
Killer
footage from
lineup.
that show, and I like cry because I miss going to shows so much.
Yeah. It's like, I saw a meme, and it was somebody on some stage one time said, this is your last fucking chance. And, it really was.
It honestly was.
Little did they know.
Man, now I know why the guy from Alpha Wolf told me to bang my head so many times.
Right?
He could feel that was gonna be our last chance.
Yep.
That
Last
was
chance
our
to move around.
first best tour, and they got cut short 6 shows in.
Yeah,
That's a
Dang.
for them. That's a band that needs some love.
Yeah. I was gonna go on tour, like, just as a merch guy with my buddies in Colony Collapse, and yeah, that tour got totally canceled. So
That sucks. And Fit for a King just got their first headlining tour, and it
Yeah,
got
that's
cut to
crazy.
6 days.
such a fucking bummer.
It was so sad. Like literally, it was just like a week of all the shows I was planning on going to getting canceled, and I'm just sitting there in tears, like, no, no, please, God, no, make it stop.
What,
No, Fit
what
for a
were-
King is sick. Love that band.
Yeah, Fit for a King. Don't leave home without my American metalcore hoodie.
Yeah, straight up.
That band is Ryan Kirby as a vocalist, amazing. Jared Esterling as a drummer is awesome.
Totally.
His
I'm just gonna say,
tone live is awesome.
Oh man.
if you have any negative opinions about Fit for a King, do not voice them here because you're going to start a fight.
Yeah.
We'll cancel. Everything's over.
Oh, man. I was taught if you don't have anything nice to say at all, don't say it.
Exactly.
If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Yeah, although they're finally starting to get the love that they deserve
Yeah.
with their most recent album really blowing up.
No, it's really cool. I feel that way with Invent Animate as well. Like Graveview is getting so much attention.
Yeah,
and,
they're
like, I've been
getting.
following
I've
them
heard
for
about
so
them a
many years.
lot.
Yeah,
Ever
no,
since
they're
that-
sick.
Dude,
As well as Silent Planet. After Trilogy came out, people really started talking about them.
Yeah. No, I found out about that band like when they released Panic Room, and that was like I think a pretty
Yeah.
big wave of fans for them.
Panic Room was the one that got me into them, and I wasn't a huge fan of them before I saw them live. I just it didn't hit me the right way, and then I saw them live, and that completely changed my mind. And now they're one of my favorite bands.
Right,
Trilogy's cool. I never really got into the other stuff, but their drummer is a beast.
Oh,
God.
He's
yeah,
a big boy, but he's a beast.
for Silent Planet, I heard Psych Escape first.
Oh, killer! Yeah, awesome.
Dude, and that was it. It was just Psych Escape and Panic Room, and never liked it. Then I listened to their new record, When the End Began, and that thing slaps so hard.
Yeah,
Oh,
It's a slapper three.
Then I went to everything else, and now it all slaps.
right.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
The coming out of quarantine, bands have so much time to write. 2021 and the back half of 2020 is gonna be a crazy year for music.
Really.
No kidding. I'm really
Like-
excited for the live shows because I feel like everybody's like, man, I really want to go to concert. Man, I really want to go to a concert. And if we
Although,
just get, like,
no
a month of
matter-
that, it's gonna be
I don't
great.
care how many albums come out, and then for the next 2 years, I don't want to hear a single song about missing your girl on the road. You didn't go on the road.
Yeah, straight up.
You weren't on the road.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
I feel like we're having a lot of trapped metaphors coming out. Like, oh, man, I'm
totally.
trapped in here. Oh, aren't we all?
What
Trapped.
a dumpster fire, man. That shit's funny.
Oh god.
Yeah. I can't. What are some of your most anticipated releases coming towards
Like,
the end
that
of
are
this year, next
confirmed
year,
or that we like are hoping for.
that are confirmed?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, new Lamb of God. That's definitely up.
Oh
there.
yeah, that last track they released, "New Colossal Hate," is certified banger.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Honestly, I'm not looking forward to too many albums right now. I'm like, I just got all the ones that I was asking for.
I'm looking forward to the new Gojira album. They just went back in the studio, and so I am excited for that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next year for me, we have Fit for a King coming.
Hell yeah.
That's this year. New A Day to Remember coming.
Interesting.
That's
yeah.
gonna be awesome. New Make Them Suffer coming,
That'll be sick.
which that breakdown of Drown with Me. Oh man.
Agreed, yeah. I love their new vocalist. Like, I guess it's like an album old now, but their new female singer is incredible.
Yeah, she's super cool. Although I still think Never Bloom's their best album. I love that
Agreed.
album so much.
Well, I mean, it has Widower on it. What more could you ask for? Like,
That just like I heard Widower first from them, and I was just like, "Oh, this is interesting." And then you just hear that opening script, "Well, yeah,
Yeah.
and it just doesn't stop from there. Yeah, Widower's jam. The title track, "Never Bloom," is also a jam.
totally. Yeah, I remember like 4 years ago now, maybe even 5 years ago now, we were all still in high school. We've been playing music forever together, but we were still in high school, and like I heard that song, and I was like, "You guys, we gotta write a song like this."
We need to get this together.
Yep.
This needs to exist. They've been moving away from that like symphonic deathcore sound.
Yeah.
Like even you can see it with Erase Me. Although Hollowed Heart was just a fan like service right there.
Yeah.
So all of you
honestly.
like to Never Bloom, here's Hollowed Heart. Which the groove of that song is awesome.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, definitely pumped for them. I'm pumped for live shows, definitely. I want that to come back soon. Very soon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right before this all like went to shit, Tanis was gonna go to he was gonna see Devin Townsend with Haken and the Contortionist.
That's a stacked lineup.
Yeah, no, it was sick, and literally I think it was the day before or 2 days before they canceled everything. You know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm so far the only tour that I was pumped to see that hasn't been canceled yet. Knock on wood. Where's some wood? Parkway Drive, Hatebreed, Knocked Loose, Fit for a King. Please don't
Yeah.
get canceled.
Oh, I want to go to that so bad.
Please don't get canceled. Please don't do it. Please, I'm begging you, don't do it.
They're probably gonna do it.
Don't do it.
Yeah.
Don't do it. It's not coming to Cleveland, so we have to go like the hour and a half to Columbus for it, but we don't care. It'll be
Yeah.
awesome.
You act like an hour and a half is such a long drive. I
Yeah, I drove an hour to get to this interview.
It'll be an
like-
hour and a half. Yeah, that's true.
I don't know.
So
with,
where exactly in Colorado are y'all from?
Northern Colorado, like Fort Collins, Loveland area. I live down in Denver now, though.
Okay.
How's the metal scene there?
It's about to fucking
Whoa,
blow up, dude.
yeah. It's about to blow the fuck up.
Yeah. No.
Any specific ones you want to shout out?
Oh, minimalist for sure. Those guys have taken our scene to the next level. They've raised
yeah.
the bar so high. It's so sick to see. My friends in Colony Collapse, those guys are homies, and beyond that, their music is so sick. They're about to release a new EP. I actually just got done tracking it with them, and yeah, killer.
Awesome.
And I mean, Death Upon the Ignorant, which is Vinny's other band, and Dire, which is Tanis's other band.
Oh man,
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like this is a lot of shameless self-promotion.
Oh,
Yeah,
it is,
yeah.
it is, it is. No, there's another band, From Within the Trench. They're really sick.
Oh, dude, that's so good.
The Panoramic is fucking so sick.
Yeah. And the caveat.
The Caveat, yeah. Oh, there's so many good bands, man. They're all.
Yeah.
Just get ready for the Denver scene to fucking blow up. It's so
It's gonna
sick.
come out of nowhere.
I can't think of like pretty much. There's a lot of states where that have like that band, like Australia. They're like, oh, Australia has Parkway Drive. Ohio.
Yeah.
They have... I can't think of any like big one from Colorado.
Well, there's a Legion.
Allegiant, Havoc, yeah.
Chemists.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they're from Denver.
Yeah, we have like a pretty big doom metal scene. So like, Primordial Man is like probably one of our bigger bands. But yeah, no, just get ready. We're about to have some sick bands pop off.
That'll be fun. Yeah. That's kind of been like the big focus of this because as much as I love like all the bigger like metalcore and stuff, it's super cool to see what's going on in the underground.
Yeah. No, Denver's underground scene is about to be fucking insane. Like the bands are like all just about at that level where it's gonna be crazy.
Seriously.
Like, do they like? I'm assuming they don't have record label signings, but they're like on the cusp of getting one.
Yeah. It depends. So like, I would say
Although
the
record
biggest
labels
band-
aren't as big as they used to be.
Right, yeah, and I mean, like, at the end of the day, like, we're trying to be independent just because, like, having somebody else that's managing your bullshit's kind of annoying, right?
Yeah, you don't want someone
Well, it
breathing down your
depends
neck
who you
telling you
are.
what to do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, and honestly, the cons outweigh the pros anymore for record deals.
Yeah.
Right. It depends on the record deal, of course, but I
And
tend
if
to-
you're in like, it depends on your situation. But for metal, it just makes more sense to stay independent, keep what, because you've seen bands like Asking Alexandria and stuff just go way downhill because of record deals.
Totally.
And that is so sad because those bands are great. Even like the Plot in You, as much as I love the new Plot in You album, it's not the same.
I have heard that newer one, but what was that? Happiness and Self-Destruction, right? That album was really cool.
Not plot.
That's another Ohio band that's killing it. It's the Plot in You.
Yeah, the plot
Yeah.
was really cool.
So you guys are from Ohio, right?
Yes.
How is
Yeah.
your scene looking? Like, how's your underground scene doing?
All right, so we have a very good like.
Kinda sucks.
No, you're just not in touch with it. You're just not in touch with it because I'm friends with all of them. underground thrash band that's awesome. There's a band called Assault. Very good friends of mine. There's a band called Silent Hearts. That's awesome. There's a band called Nine Shrines that needs recognition. And there's some, I think it's an older member of Attack's new band. There's a band. We go down to Columbus. You have a band called Reverie. That is awesome. There are great friends here. They help out so much with support. So our underground scene's good, but we just had like a big surge of bands from here kind of blow up. Like we had Beartooth and stuff like that just get really big. So our scene needs to like take some time. But Colin, you're just not in touch with it.
I know a few. Like
Yeah.
I'll call out a few. Ivy League from Canton. It's not Columbus. That's another city.
And
Lost
from
Collective.
Cleveland, Army of Athens. They haven't done anything for a while, but they're also really
Dude,
good.
I'm gonna be honest. When we saw them that one time, that they're like, we were at a show of rock bands and stuff like that.
And there's the one metal band there.
Oh, it was so weird. But the thing is, when we saw them come up, we see, because all these rock bands, they're just straight edge guys. Like they don't have tattoos. They don't have long hair. And all of a sudden you see all
like
the guys
tatted up
baggy
drummer carrying his like huge drum set on stage, rack, 2 bass drums, and like they start their like intro. Dude hulks his shirt off and just plays like a beast.
That's sick. Hell
And then the vocalist came on and did some like sick mid, and then me and Tyler looked at each other and we're like, oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a fun night. But yeah, Army of Athens, they haven't done anything in a while. I should hit them up to see if they want to do an interview.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they're a band anymore though.
Yeah,
another band.
So,
oh man, there's so many that I can think of that I just
Lost Boys Collective
really
from
knowing
Ohio.
people. Corey Husband, he's from Ohio. He's pretty cool. He's a solo project.
Oh, cool.
Does it all himself, that's like an Ohio thing. Starset's a one-man project. Beartooth's a one-man project, all from Ohio.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah. All that I know is that like the whole kind of like Midwest metalcore thing was huge about 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, Attack of Mice and Men
yeah.
all came out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, and Starless.
Like,
Starless is awesome. They're
like
new.
Attack. So many spin-off bands, and like all of the spin-off bands I was into. You know, it's like
Attack. I'm not biased at all, but I call Ohio the birthplace of modern metalcore.
Oh yeah, no, I completely agree. Yeah,
because we had Attack, we had Of Mice and Men.
Oh yeah.
What's your take on how modern metalcore is like kind of leaning towards the more like progressive side of things?
I think it's cool, but I feel like it's kind of going in two ways. You have the proggier stuff, but then you have like the bands keeping it like real, just tuning it lower, like Currents.
Oh no, dude, Currents is totally gen.
They're not that progressive.
They're really progressive.
They have a lot of rhythms and like stuff that is, I would consider pretty progressive, but
It's
I
not
guess I don't
That's
know,
a
kind of.
bias.
It's kind of an opinion, but they make use of odd time signatures and stuff like that. Like,
But no, it's not. It doesn't sound that proggy.
that's true.
It's not like super out there like some of these bands are getting.
Have you heard
Yeah.
Ask Me That then? Ask Me is a really good song. I
Yeah.
would say that one's super progressive when it comes to that introduction, that intro riff.
Yeah, that song's awesome. Their new stuff's gonna be awesome. Flag to Wave.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
especially like the 3 singles they've released have been like bare basics metalcore,
Right. Yeah.
just in drop E,
Yeah.
just on 8 strings and drop E. But I feel like there's a good mix of like, because you also have like a lot of like more hardcore infused metalcore bands, like Alpha Wolf, Dealer, bands like that coming up.
Yeah. Alpha
Even
Wolf
Polaris
is-
tends to have like the more hardcore style, like 2-step riffs and stuff,
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
which
I'm
I'm
trying
all.
to get a 2-step riff in every once in a while.
Love that.
Sometimes you just need it. Sometimes it's just
Yep.
needed.
You need it.
The one where you need to remind everybody there's no karate in the pit.
Yeah.
Hey, watch that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you need a riff that you're like need to sit there and remind people.
Oh,
And I feel like deathcore went pretty symphonic for a while. I feel like it's starting to go more hardcore because the new Spite album was really like hardcore style.
Totally.
Yeah, that shit's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, Root of All Evil. What's your favorite track off Root of All Evil?
I have no idea. I don't listen to Spite. No.
Oh, wow.
I recently got into Spite, but I don't know too much about songs because I only know about them from my other band, Dire, because they're really into hardcore and deathcore and shit.
Mhm.
And I've always been more of a doom metal kind of guy, but
Yeah.
that shit, oh man, that their new album is insane.
Yeah,
It's-
Dead Set is so awesome. They have a really good way of keeping it somehow catchy and memorable, but still super heavy and in your face.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
And Darius is an awesome vocalist.
Oh,
Yeah, he's one of those people that has one sound, but he does that one sound so well.
yeah.
Right. Totally.
Which, one thing I have about your vocals is they're very dynamic, and I really like that.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I try to be as dynamic as I can.
Yeah, that's very. I'm definitely pumped to hear what you guys have in store
Yeah.
thanks.
Agreed.
because I'm definitely liking what you have. So, you guys on the Instagrams and all that, you guys have a website with merch on it yet, or is it
Not
just
yet. Soon.
not yet? Yep. So go follow them. Subscribe to anything they have. Follow them on Spotify. Check out their new single, Continuum. It's awesome. Be on the lookout for new stuff. It was awesome having you guys here.
Yeah,
Sweet. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah. I'll talk to y'all later. I'll be in
All right.
touch.
Peace out.
guys.